I have a really hard time like sitting down.
Well, let me tell you, I bake, but I've never actually done pie. And the number one thing, the reason I don't is because of the dough. I've always been afraid of the dough.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one.
So, baking, why are we baking? Why is this your thing?
I'm from northern Michigan where hunting is super popular. My town was maybe 1,000. We had one stoplight, 2 gas stations, and a small convenience store. Like first day of hunting season and deer season is day off of school, all the kids and go out with their dads to hunt. I was never a fan. My dad took me out to the deer blind and I brought my Game Boy with me and just played the whole time. My sister would go out with my dad. She's the big hunter of the family. And then I would just stay in with my mom and bake and cook. So he would come back from the woods with deer, elk, bear, squirrel, turtle.
Oh my God.
And so I would learn to cook from him. I would never take part in the cleaning of it. Like I remember vividly walking into the garage with the deer hung up and I'm just like, nope, not my thing. And just like close the door behind me.
Game Boy.
Exactly. I went to a small like Catholic school for elementary, middle, and high school. And by the time I got to my senior year, my graduating class was 14 people.
Yeah.
So by then, but it was.
Tell me how I'm doing here.
Oh, that's looking great. Yeah, just
Thinner, right?
Yeah, a little thinner. And so I was one of only 2 from my class of 14 to actually first go to college outside of Michigan. In college, I started electrical engineering and eventually switched to computer engineering. So it was every homework involved like physics and math and tech. And so cooking and baking was always my outlet to do something creative.
What else do you do?
So for me, it's baking and then theater. I started in middle school. Would you be interested in working tech for the plays? And I'm like, yes. So helped out on that, got to learn all about the different types of lights and how to wire them and how to work a light board and a sound board.
So the magic was happening.
Yep, like I just love being behind the scenes of stuff. But in college, I got a job on campus at the DeBartolo Performing Arts Center, doing the same thing, light, like a stagehand, doing light, soundboard, all of that.
Mm-hmm. Here we are cooking, but you're about to tear apart your kitchen.
That's been my quarantine hobby is designing and getting everything prepped for a full kitchen renovation.
What are your days like?
So I usually get out of bed around like 5:30. There's so many good running trails around the lake. Got an overuse injury on my knee. Oh yeah, bacon wrapped elk tenderloin. Phenomenal. I've been trying to work my way through every season of The Simpsons. Just a lot of reading lately, and I'm a foodie in training. I bartended my way through college. My favorite's actually Indian pizza with the like tikka masala. I was supposed to be in India right now, I think. I've been reconnecting with a lot of friends online. I have shoe boxes of playbills from all the shows as well.
How many times would you see Hamilton?
So I've seen it 4 times. Oh, it looks perfect.
Oh, look at that. The pie angels are crying.
Yep. So how big of a slice are you looking for?
A good size.
Okay. And I'll grab you a fork.
Alrighty then.
Oh, that caramel sauce is fantastic.
I think we done good.
We'll have to do like a blackberry pie at your place next time.
Yes. Brings back memories?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I got an email from Notre Dame saying I'd gotten a trip for this Intro to Engineering weekend. I thought it was marketing material, and so I'd kind of put it off until I ended up receiving a phone call from like their Dean of Engineering saying, how about you and your mom come down, we'll give you flights.
Yeah, it's actually a thing, huh?
Yeah, and they get off the flight and kind of get into the herd of people, get on the bus, and then I realized that I am one of 2 out of a group of like 50 like Caucasian students.
So everyone, wait, well, hold on. So you're 1 or 2 Caucasians, so everyone else was?
Like African Americans, like Latino, like different, like from every like race and background. And so I started thinking, oh my God, did I check the right box on the application? I had never realized that for diversity, that's not just racial diversity, but also like being a first-generation college student from like a rural area.
So the diversity in this case was not about DNA, it was about experiences as well and just other factors.
Exactly.
I'd like to explore the rest of this theater.
Yeah.
You want to go check it out?
Yeah, let's go do it.
All right. In my high school, I was like in the computer club. You know, did you have that sort of thing too?
Well, I mean, the whole high school was 60 people. There wasn't a lot of opportunities for like computer science classes or coding clubs, so I actually started making my own. I reached out to the school, and so they set up an electronics course, which they had on and off again. Probably that and the TI-84 Basic were kind of my two intros to computer science.
Mm-hmm. So then you went off to college, and in college you were studying the electronics part of it.
Yes.
How did you come back to the computer science thingy?
Short story, Red Bull. Long story.
So, Hulk smash. We just get to start smashing stuff, right?
Yeah, a little bit of prep work first.
Prep work, okay. So are you one of those like measure 10 times cut once guys or what?
Yes, at least 10. I've made way too many mistakes early on.
I'll do half, then you can do the other half.
Sounds good. That sounds straight.
It's not straight?
No, I'm just kidding. That's not too bad.
All right, here we go. Just like that.
Yep.
I feel so accomplished. Go ahead, whack it, it's your will. Big man swinging.
Sure, my neighbors love me right now.
We'll get it done fast.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Yay! Woo, doggy! Yeah, tell me about Red Bull.
The freshman year started and started seeing flyers for this thing called a hackathon, which new term for me. Wasn't interested until it said free food and free Red Bull.
The common elixir of programmers, right?
Yeah, by the end of Saturday night, we had an app that kind of worked, so I ended up getting first place.
Cool.
And got the trip down to AT&T.
Okay, so let me just roll back through that whole thing. So you see some sort of announcement for a hackathon, which you've never heard about.
Yep.
You learn Objective-C, iOS development. You team up with a couple of guys, you win the thing.
Yeah.
And off to AT&T you go to intern. I mean, okay.
So I just put a suit on and pretend like I belong down in the main headquarters there.
So that's kind of reverse imposter syndrome.
Yeah, I'd always firmly believe like fake it till you make it and act like you belong. So I would go up to the C-level floor and there was like a cafe and like seating, and so I'd bring my Mac and work on that app, sipping coffee and looking over the city of Dallas. It was wonderful.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so you're now in Microsoft. What was your experience like coming into Microsoft?
I always used to joke in meetings, they'd be like, oh yeah, back in like 95, and I was like, oh, that's the year I was born, and then everyone gets really quiet.
How do we handle this?
Yeah. Like the reason I actually grew out my beard for the first time was so people would think I was older and take me more seriously in meetings.
The reason I shaved is so that I would look younger. Now what I'm seeing with our current state of working remotely is that burnout has accelerated.
Exactly. One of the first things that I started to use when the burnout set in was like the Microsoft Cares, which is where they connect you with like a local counselor and you can do like weekly sessions. Microsoft has been tremendous in that they give the time, the opportunities, the like support to be mindful, especially given like it's 2020, it's been a hell of a year. So.
Right. And this is one thing that I think has changed at Microsoft over the years is that we're way more cognizant that we're humans, you know, and not just a bunch of machines.
Yeah.
How did you transition to a next job?
I was on Twitter actually one day, and I had been following this guy named Mark Rusinovich, who I had...
Famous Microsoft guy.
I had no idea who he was. And later found out that I'm like, oh, he's CTO of Azure, like Chief Technology Officer. Hey, are you interested in technology, like presentations, and just learning as much as you possibly can? Like there's this position called technical assistant where you get to do all of that and more.
All of that and more.
And it very much fit in with kind of my style of being behind the scenes. And then within the Microsoft leveling system, it was well above what I was. So I'm like, that is years and years down the road from where I am. And one of the principal program managers on my extended team was like, you're not going to get it not applying. And he convinced me to apply. So I applied, and he was like, okay, let's see what you know. Tell me about blockchain. I was using the buzzwords like Bitcoin and crypto and like all this stuff. And he was like, stop. You don't know blockchain. And I was super close to just saying, sorry for wasting your time. But I was just like, nope, got to double down. I know I'm not the level you're looking for, but what I lack in that I will make up for in learning what I need to, like give it 110% and be the person to go above and beyond. And then I got a message, at the time Skype message at like 10 in the morning saying, you got it.
What did I get myself into?
Exactly, because I mean, I started that job back in August of 2019, and that was right before the Ignite conference. It's the largest conference that Microsoft runs every year. Yeah. Mark always goes up and does like his Inside the Azure Data Center talk. And then for this year, he was doing like 2 or 3 other talks.
So you were actually helping them prepare for Ignite and doing your day job. And this was a brand new gig.
Yeah. Oh, it was day 2. I was in meetings with like Satya's, their CEO's team, saying like, because Mark was going to play a part in his keynote. I was like, okay, they're starting me out strong. But
that's a big vote of confidence, right?
That, or they were just they were like, all right, sink or swim. Hopefully,
hopefully you swim.
Yeah. If I do my job well, nobody knows I'm there, and I always like that.
What advice would you give someone who's considering Microsoft as a career? Knowing what you know now.
Don't pitch what you think Microsoft wants, pitch yourself. I have my skills, I have my experiences and my stories. I'm just going to tell those, and at the end of the day, I judge a company whether it makes the world a better place. And especially in tech, like there are some that are very much no and very much yes, and some in the middle. I see Microsoft as kind of leading the yes category.
So, what is your favorite word?
That's a good question. Opportunity.
Opportunity. Just 2 bros smashing some walls. There we go.
All right.
That was a learning experience.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it finish.
Yes.
I'd love to come back and be able to bake some more pie in that new kitchen.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Let's do it.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a wrap.